Hi, thank you for joining me for this review of this MJX Bugs 5W B5W Wi-Fi FPV with 1080p camera, GPS brushless RTF quadcopter drone, supplied courtesy of Banggood.com for review. Now I'm actually quite excited about reviewing this. It's been a while since I've sort of seen a GPS brushless quadcopter in this price range, so it does look promising. Comes nicely packaged in this box with a carry handle. Always like a box with a carry handle for portability. Now this has brushless 1806 1500 kV motors with independent ESCs. And with the confidence of having GPS, it's also got waypoint navigation using GPS and maps. Can do a rotation of a point of interest, and also has follow me. Now the Wi-Fi works on 5G and the radio control transmitter on 2.4 gigahertz. The box took a bit of a knock in the post, but otherwise all seems okay. If I open it, it comes packaged in this polystyrene inside. So let me just get this out. So we get a user manual. With Bugs decals and stickers. And now this is very impressive, because now we've got a Quickstart guide in a nice compact form, and with the functions of the radio controller on the back. So I'm very pleased to see this, because this makes it really convenient for quick reference and to use in the field if necessary. The manual itself is a good quality, well illustrated, gives you more details than the Quickstart to get going, functions of the radio controller, the LCD screen functions. You can switch from mode 1 and mode 2. Can calibrate the control sticks. How to do the compass calibration. And this also comes with a 6-axis gyro, so how to do the gyro calibration too. How to unlock and lock. A very good quality, well detailed and illustrated instruction manual. And now if we look here, this is the Bugs 5W B5W, and it looks very impressive. A really nice style, shape and design. And this frame is flexible but very strong and should be very, very durable, which is very good to see on a GPS quadcopter, because they can crash too. And what I really like too is that this fits into the box with propellers attached and the landing gear and everything else, the radio controller, all snug and compact. So let me get everything out of this. So this is everything unpacked. The weight, including the battery, only comes in at 396 grams. We look at the size. The length is 24 centimeters. Width is 25 centimeters. And the height about 10 centimeters. The props on this are a little bit flexible but quite strong. Have got a nice pitch, and these props are self-tightening clockwise and anti-clockwise, and well balanced. Should be good to avoid any jello or vibration. Look at the camera. The camera is mounted on 3 dampers, 3 cushion mounts, which is very good, which will also help eliminate or reduce jello. And it's a single axis 90-degree tilt that you can adjust only from the radio controller. Don't try and do this manually, you might damage the camera. So this is good because you can adjust it in flight too. Now this 1080p HD camera also has a SD card slot on the back here. Now there's no guideline on the maximum size that can be used, but I'm going to try it with a Class 10 32 gigabyte SD card. I'll put it in the back here, just press it in and it clips in and holds in securely there. It's got a really nice solid shell on it, it's a good quality plastic. These landing feet seem quite strong too. And here's the battery, which pulls out here. So a modular proprietary battery. And this battery is a 7.4 volt 1800 mAh 25C battery, which should be good for a flying time of 15 minutes. And slots in at the back here, so to switch the quad on, you need to press it in, clip it in, and turn this clip at the back to secure it. Okay, we can see lights flashing underneath here. Green, now these colors will change to different colors depending on the status of the craft. And we can see a blue light here on the camera, but I don't think we'll be able to see it underneath. Two very nice little eye slit headlights here, which is really a replica of Bugs and looks great. And then to disconnect, we've got to just unlock the battery here and pull it back and out again. Now this is the battery charger. We've got a micro USB connection that goes into the back here in there. This goes into a USB source. A red power light comes on here, and when it's charging this flashes green, and when it goes solid then it is finished charging. Now we've got this connection that comes for the battery with a balance plug. And then this fits on over here, and then this plugs into here to charge the battery. Now the nice thing with this as well, because it's got a balance plug, we can always check and see what the battery capacity is by using a capacity controller. And the important thing is, if you use a capacity controller, which is always good because it's good to always check the status of your battery, make sure that the negative, so I've used a black marker here just to make sure that this is the negative end, goes into the negative over here. And we can see that the battery's at 89% of capacity, so I'll still need to charge it up to full capacity before I take it out to fly. Comes with 4 spare propellers, so always good to have spare propellers. Comes with a star Phillips screwdriver, 4 spare nylon round washers, and then this is the tool to help you secure and remove propellers by just putting it over the top and clamping it around. And this is the radio control transmitter. You need to supply your own 4 AA batteries that go in the back here, and then this clips on nicely and securely here. These 2 buttons at the back, don't worry about them, it's not for this version, but it is a really nice looking controller and it also has a very nice feel to it. There's our fake antennas. Power button on here shows an LED light. Here's 1 key takeoff and landing. There's a short press to unlock the motors and a long press to lock the motors. Here's our return to home button. Short press here to take a picture, long press to take a video. Here we can turn GPS on or off, so if we put it in this position we can see GPS is on, and we normally need a minimum of 7 satellites before we can take off in GPS mode. Tells you which mode it's in, mode 2, give us height and distance, which is always good to have. Then the radio control transmitter battery level, and when it's connected what the battery level is on the quadcopter itself. This is for headless mode, so we slide it into the B position, can go into headless mode too. Now on top here there's a little plug that we can remove, and we get this mount. So this ball pushes into here, and this mount goes onto here, and we can put a mobile device in here to use the app and fly FPV. Now the app is called Bugs Go, and you can download this from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store for Android, but I struggled to find this on the Apple Store. So you can also go to mjxrc.net, and if you tap on here or there, it'll take you to where you can download the app too. Here I've got the app downloaded, and if I open it up, this is what it looks like. And it actually tells you what all the various icons are for, which is very good. But you can't fly the craft with this app. This is mainly just to do the functions, the point of interest, the follow me, and also the waypoint flight navigation. You can also use the features to take a photo, take video, you can do a 3D split screen, a 180-degree screen rotation, and gives you all the other functions here, including the RSSI. So that's a basic overview of the app, and we'll test it out in the field. Now, though this is a nice radio control transmitter, let me just turn it off again. I would be interested to see if we can bind the protocol with another different radio control transmitter. Or this would be nice even if it came in a bind and fly version too, so that you could use a radio controller of your own choosing. The great thing with this, having GPS, it also has altitude hold and the 6-axis gyro, so it should be very stable. Has 3 fail-safes. You've got the return to home button to initiate return to home. If it loses signal with the radio control transmitter for longer than 6 seconds, it'll return to home. And if the battery gets too low, it will return to home too. The range on this FPV should be about 300 meters, and the control distance about 500 meters, which is good because anything out of line of sight is not good and is illegal in most countries anyway. But the important thing is, if you're going to connect to a mobile device, you have to make sure that it is 5G compatible. So it must be 802.11a or AC, and not only B, G or N. So make sure that your mobile device that you'd like to use with this is compatible for 5G, or else you will end up being disappointed. So I'm going to take it out and see how it performs, how well this camera takes video. I may also see if there's some way I can maybe attach some type of gimbal and also test this with a GoPro or another action camera on it too. See how good the lights are for line of sight. But this should be good for a night flight, so I may also try and do a night flight with this. See how long the battery is going to last, and how well the app's functions and features work too. Okay, I got the battery fully charged now, and I tested the 32 GB SD card, and it seems fine. It takes pictures and records video. The flight and features test will follow in a separate video, because I don't want to make the video too long.